I'm going to fill in the rest of the scale. How do I know this? Because I have a trick, that's why. I'm going to just write this. Now, I've done this with a class of guitar players, in a college class. And I'll say, everybody take a piece of paper and write the F scale. And, we didn't make very good circles there. Don't judge yourself. And there's that. And most people probably go, oh, I know the notes down here, and I'll write them in, and then I know the first string, or maybe I know the last, and then there's this vast uncharted territory in here that we don't know what's going on. So how did I know that? Because of this trick that I'm going to show you. We're speaking of this as the major scale now. As I said, it's also the minor scale, and it could be, this could be G Dorian mode, it could be D minor, natural minor, so on. It could be a lot of different things, but F major, we're going to call it F major, and 1 of the scale. Now forget about the frets. We're not talking frets anymore. Now the scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. I could have called it do, re, mi, but I think the numbers are useful because of the way they function. We'll see more about that. So this is 1 and this is 1. This is F and this is F. So between the two Fs, between 1, we've got this going on 6 strings. 2, down a fret, and back. I'm going to call this the first row. It's a row of notes. Is it a chord? Well, almost. But it's a row of notes, and they all happen to be in the F scale. So we're going to name it. I called it 2, 2, 2. 2, down a fret, or up a fret, what do you want to call it? 2, and back, 2. So the idea of naming it is for you to draw up this visual picture. That's what 2, 2, 2 is, right? 2, 2, 2. The second row is 6 straight across. I'm just going to call it straight for short, ST. I could have called it 6, but straight somehow to me just seems like a visual thing. Straight row of notes. Ah, look, an empty fret. There's only one in here. And it's between the second and third rows. Third row is straight. It's not so hard. Fourth row, this is where the 4 to the 7, now remember back here was that one diagonal, the 11 on the second string. This is where that is in the scale, where that tritone is, and it's not straight across. So this is the only row that begins with the 4, when it goes 4 to 7. It's the only row that begins with a 1, we'll see. So this is the fourth row, and it's 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. You all see that? Then the fifth row, I'm not getting this. 3, fix that one. 3, 1, 2. Chicago. Anybody call Chicago? And the sixth row, is straight again. 3 straight rows. So there's only 4 crooked rows and 3 straight rows in here. Seventh row does a peculiar thing. We got 4 notes, and then we need to get that one in there. So I need to name it slightly different. I've just used kind of a musical thing for a little B for back, maybe. I call it 4 back 1 and 1. 4 back 1, or flat, it's a flat 2. Then we're back to the first row again, and it's 2, 2, 2. And in fact, we could have even put straight down here for the next row. So it goes on and on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 starts over again. So why would we want to know that? I play 3 rows, Now this is the hardest one because it's the biggest reach, but I'll just show you. But this isn't the place to start. I'm going to start with my fingers here and play that. So I'll play. Now what was I just playing? I was playing these notes. The first finger reached back, then it came up here and played that, then it played here. This is my second finger all the time. Third finger does nothing. Fourth finger plays all those notes. One thing to consider, every time we take 3 rows makes a scale, makes a major scale fingering. This note and this note are going to be the same. So we have to leave one out. Because of that's 2 strings that were tuned in thirds, on the second string of the third string, you're only going to play 2 notes. And it happens every time, in every scale. This hasn't occurred to some people who play quite well. And they say, oh yeah, how about that? See how this finger was back here. Now it comes up here. But see how these 2 fingers are just, these 2 fingers are playing every note across here. This finger has to reach out. And I'll play that one with this finger right now. You could do it with the other. But instead of reaching back for that, I get to not play that. And then... Now that's a hard scale. Big frets here. Long reach. Not the best place to start.